Hey guys, welcome to whatever this is. I don't even know. I don't even know what this is right now. I guess I don't know. We basically I'm gonna talk. It's what Homeschool Nerd Show is all about, right? Me talking. I don't know. So this is gonna be completely unedited. So hopefully it won't be too awful painful. Basically, I just wanted to come on you here and just have some honest talk for a little bit. I don't know. Hopefully this won't be too awful, depressing or anything. We'll just see. I don't even know what this video is gonna be called. Probably something depressing, so that everyone will be like, "Well, Vinny must be really depressed right now. I wonder what happened." So I guess the best thing is just to start at the beginning. So when I started Homeschooled Nerd back in whatever it was, I guess 2013 was like our first official year. But then later, either I feel like it was late 2014 was whenever I rebranded to Homeschool Nerd. You could fact check me if you want. I'm pretty sure those old videos are still up there, and yeah, you could do that if you want. I don't know, but basically, yeah, it's been like 4 years doing Homeschool Nerd. Um, but whenever I started, I had like a completely different vision of what I had in mind. Back then, it was just like it was going to be a side project. I was doing the Creation Show Now podcast. That was like my main thing. But obviously, as time went on, I realized that Homeschool Nerd was just, it was almost like it felt like it was what I was meant to do. Like, we all, I don't know, it's kind of just like I had this feeling like, oh, this is something that I feel good at, something I enjoy doing, and whenever I do it, I feel fulfilled. Like, this is what I was meant to do. Which is super awesome. And yeah, I mean, I'm always glad, like, when doing videos. It's been the most fun I've ever had. But recently, I've just been thinking a lot about where the channel's going. Is it gonna go anywhere? Cause I don't want to sound like the person who's like, oh, if this ain't worthwhile, I'm not doing it. But at the same time, I want to have that vision of where the channel's going. And just like the Creation Story Now podcast, whenever I quit doing it, it wasn't like, oh, I'm just gonna quit this because homeschool is more fun. I I legitimately felt like it was time to end that, and time again I tried to bring it back. I thought all I needed was a new twist, but finally, whenever recently I decided, it's too late for it. I need to just get rid of it for good because it's not worth my time. It was just like I've realized that as for Creation Strong Now, like there was no need for it. Like whenever I did it, it was just like almost like I was just trying to please people. And homeschooling is just so much more fun to me because then I had like a super tight is like a super tight audience that would enjoy that podcast. And it was like, ha ha ha, this guy's really getting those atheists, isn't he? I'm proud of this kid. And that was just kind of the thing. It's just like, everyone else who's like kind of in the creation science stuff, for the most part, are older people, and so I just kind of felt like, especially when I did the interviews, it was like everyone. It almost felt like everyone was just like, Who is this kid? Why is he so excited all the time? What's wrong with him? Is he mental or something? Which may be true. I don't know. Uh, but it just didn't feel like it never felt like it was what I was like. I was doing it right. Like at first I enjoyed it, but as time went on, it just got harder and harder for me to keep at it. And I'm afraid that Homeschooled Nerd will become like that and that it'll just drop off. And I don't want that because a recent film I saw, probably a lot of people saw actually, Cars 3, actually kind of set me thinking down this path. Because in it, Lightning McQueen is basically like, I want to decide when I'm done. I don't want, and I'm the same way. I want to decide when I'm done with Homeschool Nerd. I don't want you to decide. I don't want my life where it's going, trying to trying to provide for my family, trying to make a living. I don't want that to decide when I'm done. I don't want, me to get old and then have to quit. I want to quit Homeschool Nerd when I feel like it's time to end it. And I have a lot more that I want to do. I mean, I have videos for the next 3 months already planned out, and then I have an entire board of ideas that I've just thought of, that I just have written down when I think of them. And so it's really hard for me to say, okay, where is the channel going? Because it's the channel's here, it's not going anywhere, or is it? I don't know. And I never with Creation Journey Now, I never came out and said, okay, I'm done with it until now. This is the first time I've ever really mentioned that I was done with it. And there's a lot of things I enjoy about Homeschooled Nerd. Just doing the show. I know a lot of people have been like, man, you deserve more views, don't let the low view count get you down. But the truth is, it does get you down. I don't want to be like one of those guys oh, the YouTube algorithm is so cruel to us creators. But the truth is, it's rough, guys. It's hard. I've tried over and over again, but somehow I just can't. I can't seem to crack the YouTube system. I don't know. I feel like there's always something that I feel if I could just do this, then I'd do it. But I think another thing that really got to me was a recent game theory video that MatPat did. It was all about basically they had found this case study from YouTube talking about how their algorithm worked, and just listening to it, I'm just am I too late? Is this because when I realized what I want to do with Homeschooled Nerd most recently was when I did the Days Before Christmas video last Christmas. Because when I did that video, it was just I enjoyed doing it. It was the first time in 3 months that I did a video that I was super pumped about the whole time, and I was just this is what I want to do with Homeschooled Nerd. I want to make it to the show where I talk about weird stuff, talk about weird games and stuff. Kind of obviously kind of like a JonTron PBG thing, and I know those channels are very popular, but if YouTube has shifted it to be, because Homeschooled Nerd, what I like about it is it's timeless. I can go back and watch most of my videos and they feel evergreen. You can still enjoy them even when they're 2 years old. I mean, obviously they're pretty terrible 2 years ago, but nonetheless, 2 years from now, I hope I'm still able to watch my videos when I think they're super terrible. Obviously, hopefully we'll get better. Hopefully we'll still be doing this in 2 years. I don't know. But after a while, I'm worried that the algorithm has shifted, and that now you need timely content rather than timeless. And the way I do this show, the Homeschooled Nerd Show, and this channel is just it's not super timely. It's more timeless and evergreen content and whatnot. And I just get afraid that what I want to do isn't going to work here on YouTube. And if I can't do what I enjoy doing, I'm not gonna do it at all. Because when I think of the channels that I enjoy, I've continued to watch for the past 5 years. I guess I could say 5 years now. It's getting close anyway. There are always channels like Peanut Butter Gamer, Blimey Cow, The Game Theory. Oh, The Game Theory. Those channels I never miss an upload, and I think it's not because they're super timely. It's not because they're doing everything right as far as YouTube goes, so that YouTube delivers the subscription. I go to those channels and I'm subscribed to where I get the alerts to those channels because I enjoy their content, because they're doing what they want to do. They're doing what they enjoy doing. They're not doing stuff just so that they can get views like a lot of these newer YouTubers are. They're doing content that they enjoy doing, and because of that, it feels more heartfelt than if they just were doing daily vlogs or whatever. I don't watch daily vlogs because it just feels a lot more, oh, we'll upload every day so that YouTube will be more super timely. We'll be able to, have fidget spinners in our videos, and they, right on the day that it becomes a trend. And like I said, if I can't do the Homeschooled Nerd Show, if I can't do it the way I want to do it, I don't want to do it because I don't want to focus so hard on trying to get the big views that I miss out on what I want to do and what so many of you have enjoyed. And I know people have told me, like, that's another thing I like about the Homeschool Nerd Show is that it feels super original to me. I know I've taken a lot of inspiration from Peanut Butter Gaming, more recently like JonTron and stuff like that. But like, it still feels like at this point it feels like I've been able to develop my own style, and just kind of make it my own thing. And so to try to change that now, this is what I enjoy doing. Obviously, I've changed over the years, but it hasn't been because I felt like this would make me get more views. It was because I really enjoy making these kinds of videos. Like, I experiment with them, and I'm like, oh, this is fun. I like this. I'm gonna do this more, and so I do it more. But I don't know. Obviously, I just enjoy trying to make people smile. And that's what I like about the Homeschool Nerd Show. Is that, like, what Crazy Story Now, like I said, it was super small audience that enjoyed it. Like, oh, he's really telling these atheists off. And it's like, I like the fact that I have a diverse audience here on Homeschool Nerd. Like, who I am hasn't changed at all. Like, I'm still, I've said it time and time again, I'm still a homeschool nerd kid. I'm not some super talented, super smart guy. I'm just a nerdy kid who was homeschooled and enjoys making videos now. And obviously, like, I don't say that to say, like, oh, everything I ever said about, like, science and stuff is wrong, because I do love science and I study a lot of it. And I think it's fair to say that I'm not an idiot. I mean, people think I'm an idiot all the time, but that's okay, because we're all dumb deep down inside. But, whereas now, even when people don't agree with me personally, they're still able to enjoy my content, and that really is something that I've strived for, because, like, I used to not be able to enjoy, like, content from people I disagreed with, and I feel like that's a bad kind of thing to have. It's kind of bad to have, like, oh, I've got to be able to agree with what you believe in order to enjoy your art. No, I mean, you can still enjoy things that people do, even when you don't agree with them. So bottom line, I don't know, like, this stuff has been weighing really heavily on me recently. I've said before, like, this past year has been super hard, and I was really hoping this year would lighten up. It hasn't so far, and, like, the real kicker was, like, when I started work again, because about a month ago I got fired. It's kind of a rough story for me, because basically one guy didn't like me, and the boss got me in trouble for something. It was just something little, and then he just fired me on the spot, and it really made that self-worth go through the floor, that feeling. And so for the longest time, like, for these past 4 weeks, even though, like, trying to find a job was stressful, but also it was just like I felt incompetent. It felt like a failure, even though, like, obviously getting fired was unfair. But you don't. It's hard to convince yourself that sometimes, I guess. And everything that's happened this past year has kind of beat me down a lot when it comes to, like, my personal life. And so Homeschool Nerd kind of became almost an escape for me. Like, oh, I can go here, I can do what I love, I can make these videos, try to make people smile, try to make people's lives a little bit brighter, and thus my own. But even so, like, if tomorrow, if a video went viral tomorrow, and I, all of a sudden I was, earning a lot of money from YouTube revenue, and it was being consistent. It wasn't just like a spike. It was like staying consistent and growing fast. Like, I am dedicated enough that I would quit my job, drop out of school so I could go full time to make sure that, because I would love to be able to have this be my full time job. I would love to be able to know that I could do YouTube, and like I said earlier, decide when I'm done. At the same time, I don't want to be afraid to say that it's run its course, because inevitably everything runs its course, and just because you miss out on doing one thing you love doesn't mean like the rest of your life you won't be able to. But nonetheless, like it has been weighing super heavy, and like I don't want to quit this because it's not successful, because I feel like that's the wrong attitude to have about YouTube. But at the same time, when do I decide when I'm done? Well, when am I going to determine that? I don't even know where this video is going at this point. Bottom line, I am going to be taking the next week kind of a hiatus on uploads and stuff. I have like a video recorded, but yesterday when I started work again, I started working at the store. It was like 8 hours, and it was like real. It's honestly like the hardest 8 hours I've ever done since I was working at Walmart back in Illinois. Cause like over there it was just like you work almost every day and you don't work for that many hours, but you get home and you're just like you're exhausted and you're tired and everything, and you don't. I never felt like I never felt like making videos when I got home, which makes it really hard to do this every Monday thing. So basically I'm gonna be taking the next week, just if I have like time off, I'll work on editing a little bit. But the next like 4 videos through the rest of July and August, I'm just gonna take my time to try to make them the best videos I can, and I guess we'll go from there. I don't know if like I'm not like gonna say, oh, if these videos don't succeed, I'm quitting. But I'm basically gonna use them to get a feel for whether or not I think this is worth it. Like if I should keep going or not. Because I don't want to be focusing so hard on this that I lose. That I miss out on everything that's happening in life. That I don't want to have to be working so hard like every spare minute I'm not at work or working. Just be like, oh, I gotta go work on videos all the dingle dang time, and not have any time for social life. Not that I do any social life, or no time for family or whatever. So that'll be what's going on. Obviously the live streams I've postponed until September. If I decide to bring back, that's when I'll try to get back. If I decide to keep going like the every Monday thing, that's when it'll start again. For now, it'll be off and on. Hopefully every other week, about like that, whatever. And I'll just do videos. I'll just do videos that I enjoy doing. I'll do them for fun, and you guys can let me know if you enjoy them. And also, if obviously this is gonna be my decision on whether or not I quit, but I would like to know like, what was your first Homeschool Nerd video? What's your favorite Homeschool Nerd video? What kind of stuff do you enjoy? Did you enjoy like the Odyssey stuff I do? Adventure of Odyssey is pretty cool. Or there's March Mario Mayhem. I love doing March Mario Mayhem, and that's like another thing. Like I would hate to have to quit doing that, because that's like some of the most fun videos I've ever done. That whole month of March, doing all those videos. So I don't know. Just let me know what you guys think of all this. What do you think? Like, can Homeschooled Nerd work with the YouTube algorithm, or will the YouTube algorithm have to just go out the window and I just do them for fun and not bother with the every Monday thing? I don't know. I feel like this video has gone off the rails. I don't even know. I'm just gonna go with it. I'm not gonna add anything. I might put music in there. I don't know. Maybe I won't. It feels like it doesn't need it. And I'll just click beginning and end, whatever. So anyway, thank you guys, by the way, for watching. But also, like, please don't feel like I'm saying like, oh, if only like all my subscribers gone to patreon.com/homeschoolednerd and donated, because honestly, I don't want my income to come from the fans. Like, I'm okay with that, and we've gotten like donations before, and I'm super happy about that. But bottom line, I don't want to. I don't want to make a living doing something I love at the expense of people who don't get to do what they love doing for a living. You know, I prefer like sponsorships and stuff. So honestly, if anybody's fault is YouTube, I mean, you know, they're the ones that made this algorithm. I don't want to be that guy. But I guess we're all that guy every now and then, aren't we? But you know, like, obviously sponsorships and stuff like that has to wait until you get a lot more, like a bigger subscriber base, bigger fan base. Also, like, you know, I know it's like harder as well, like, you know, with YouTube's glitches and stuff, like not delivering videos. Like, I even had this past week, you know, with the Mr. Shifty quick review, because that was like one of my favorite quick reviews I've ever done. I feel like I did a really good job with it and everything. And then when I uploaded, YouTube was having this glitch in the morning, and so it didn't deliver to anybody. So I don't. Maybe it wouldn't have. Maybe it would have underperformed anyway. I just feel like the videos that I think, oh, this one's gonna perform really well, it doesn't perform well at all. And then the videos just kind of whatever perform really well, and I'm just like, is there no rhyme or reason to YouTube whatsoever? I don't even know. Anyway, I'm just gonna leave this at this. I have nothing to say. Anyway, guys, hopefully I'm not being too down. I don't know. Let me know. Just if I am, just be like, really? You shape up. You stop being such a crying pants, and you just keep making these videos. We don't care about you. I'm just kidding. Anyway, take it easy, guys.